Americans have historically looked to government to solve complex problems facing society, from poverty to workers' rights to environment. But now we're increasingly seeing companies tackle these problems in the form of environmental, social, and governance commitments and practices.
Quite honestly, I think that there's been a big culture shift. The reality and impact of climate change is hitting home with the wildfires and the hurricanes. And the pandemic has put a spotlight on the importance of employees' health and safety. And racial injustice and inequity issues have really come to the forefront this past year.
People are watching how companies are responding to not only the health impact, but also the social impacts of COVID-19, and are making, investing as well as, product buying decisions based on that response.
Despite the trend towards more ESG reporting, investors cite the lack of broadly adopted ESG reporting standards as one of the biggest challenges in assessing the company's ESG practices. Without broad adoption of ESG reporting standards across companies, it's challenging for an investor to compare the ESG reporting from one company to the next. In many cases, it's apples to oranges.
And while financial statement reporting is relatively mature, once we get established standards, whether it's metrics, whether metrics or otherwise, independent assurance, I think companies are going to start to take a page from their financial reporting playbook to really help get ESG right.
ESG reporting contrasts significantly with the well-established standards that exist for reporting and evaluating a company's financial position and performance.
The role of auditors is really just to protect the capital markets. And increasingly, the capital markets are demanding and making decisions based on ESG information. So as a profession, because we're steeped in bringing accountability and standards-based analysis and objectivity to the review of company reported information, it's really a natural fit for auditors to be looking at this data.
Public company auditors are leaders in driving solutions. Increasingly, public companies are turning to public company auditors to review and provide assurance on a company's ESG information.
I think auditors are uniquely positioned to provide this service. The reality is that auditors are really the only group of people that can really provide the level of assurance, whether it's limited assurance or reasonable assurance. And so, as investors are wanting to have greater confidence in what companies are putting out, similar to the financial information that they put out today, I think we're going to start to see more and more demand for auditors to play a role in providing assurance over the metrics that are being disclosed.
Ultimately, auditor assurance will give investors the same confidence in ESG information they already have in financial reporting. That is a win for investors, companies, and our entire society.